We coolin' for the weekend, drop the top and then we out. We do this every season, sunshades on a sunny day. Doing 80 and we switching.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Trix. Today we're going to be doing another Rust video. So, today we're going to be working on poker and then rectangles. So, let's get right. See what's changed. So, let me just download this. There we go. Now if I go into Rust and then poker and then open up Vim, I can take a look. So at the readme, it says, pick the best hands from a list of poker hands. Ranking a list of poker hands can be considered a sorting problem. Rust provides the sort method for vector objects where T is an order, an odd types from a total order, exactly one of A less than B, A equals B, A greater than B must be true. Poker hands do not conform to a total order. It's possible for two hands to be non-equal but have equal sort order. For example, 3 spades, 4 spades, 5 of diamonds, 6 of hearts, and then Jack of hearts with 3 hearts, 4 of hearts, 5 of clubs, 6 of clubs, and Jack of diamonds. So these would be ranked equally. Yeah. Rust provides the partial order trait to handle the case of sortable things which do not have a total order. However, it doesn't provide a standard sort method for vector objects where T is a partial order. The standard idiom to sort a vector in this case is your vector dot sort by a comma b, a dot partial compare, b unwrap or ordering with less than, equal, or greater than options. Depending on your needs, you might consider implementing a type representing a poker hand which implements partial order. Okay, so if I go into this, given a list of poker hands, return a list of those hands which win. Note that the type signature this function should return the same reference to the winning hands as were passed in, not reconstructed strings which happen to be equal. Okay, so solution, best of them all. This one, which is not that bad considering. So let me just grab and I'll talk my way through it if this wants to highlight correctly. I mean control using a bloody why isn't this pasting? Yeah, copy. No. Copy. There we go. So first we're importing the reverse function and then the binary heap and hash map collections. Then we're creating a function called winning hands, which takes an array of strings and returns a vector object of strings. Then we're creating a mutable hands object, which is a binary heap that iterates through this hands that was passed to this function and maps each string variable inside that array to a poker hand, passing that string and then collecting it all together inside that binary heap object. Then we have a winning and string, which is just popping each value from the hand and unwrapping it in this value. Then we have a result, which is just a vector object of a string. Then we have a while loop, which takes an option of a value and a sum from the popping the values from these hands. And if the value is greater than the winning hand in this object, we break. Otherwise, we would push the string, which is just the string of hand. So that hands is every single pair of hands that you could have, right? This is just taking the string for like a winning hand and putting it in as a result, and then you return that winning hand after. Then this is just the things that we could. These are like the options you can have on a object. And we're saying for a poker hand, you want to be able to clone it, debug it, compare it, order it, partial comparison, and partial order. And all we want to do is for this object, we want it to have two values, count and values. I mean, two attributes, counts and values, where the first attribute, which is counts, is a U-size vector object, and the second one is a unsigned 8-bit integer object of vectors. Then let me just space this out a bit. There we are. Then we have a function called pass cards, which takes a string and returns two unsigned 8-bit integers. And we extract a value and suit from that string by splitting it on the length of the string, and then we pass that value as an integer because in the readme it shows each one as value and then suit, right? So in here it would pass the value, which is just a number, and then the suit afterwards. So if it can actually like see the value as a unsigned 8-bit integer, then you know that it's a number. Otherwise, it's in one of these. It's either a jack, queen, king, or an ace, where you would find that value, unwrap it, and then add 11 to an unsigned 8-bit integer. So that's basically the same as just saying that that value is just 11. So when this types, when this types the value it finds here to one of these, it will type it to an unsigned 8-bit integer and then just add 11. So I'm assuming a jack would be 0, so that would be 11. This would be 12, this would be 13, and this would be 14, I think. And then it will convert the suit to a byte. Then we have this implementation of the poker hands, which passes a string and returns a poker hand object. It takes values and suits by splitting the string object by its white spaces and then mapping them to the card function to get each card, and unzips it inside of this vector object for values and suits. So this will take every single value and every single suit. Then you have a mutable groups object, which is just a hash map of unsigned 8-bit integers and sizes. Then we iterate through each value in this values object and insert the value into the groups hash map. And then, so the key would be the value, and the value of that. Oh, wait, hang on. The key would be the value of the card, and the value of the hash map would be how many occurrences there are in that map. I mean, how many occurrences there are in the string. Then we create a mutable groups object, which is just a vector, and then we iterate the other groups object as a map with by collecting the values and suits in that group, and then you sort the group in reverse order, I'm assuming. Then you iterate through the groups object, copy it to a vector object where for counts and values. So you'll have a counts vector object and a values vector object. Then if counts.length is 5, so the length of the counts is 5. The values, if values is 145432, values you would return, you would make values a vector object of 54321. If it's a straight, you will create an object for straight, and if value 0 minus values 4 equals 4, that is flush. So you iterate through the suits. Is straight and is flush. True, true, return 5. True, false, return 312. False, true, return 312. I'm guessing from here to here is just logic for how poker works, which I don't know because I don't understand poker. I've never played poker before, so my knowledge of poker is like very shit. But I'm guessing this is just like knowledge of poker, depending on like the actual card you have compared to other cards, the value that hand would have. And then all you're doing is just returning counts and values inside of a poker hand object. Cool. So, whoops, I need to exorcism submit lib assets. Oh yeah, cargo. Yes, include ignored. Got to do this. So stupid. Poker iterations. Cool. And then mark as complete. Confirm. More. Syllabus. Now all we have left is rectangles. Okay, so let me download this. So welcome to rectangles. Count the examples in ASCII diagram like the one below. So in here there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rectangles, I believe. The above diagram contains 6 rectangles. How? Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. You may assume that input is always a proper rectangle. Okay. That's updated. That's updated too. This one, I'm guessing. Okay, let's see if I understand any of it. I really wish that Vim wouldn't override my clipboard. Okay, so we're importing a hash map and a hash set. Then we're creating some constant variables for left, right, up, and down. Then we have a count function, which takes lines of array of strings and maps them to an unsigned 32-bit integer. if lines is empty or lines first index of lines is empty, return 0, then actually let me do that. And then you want an area, which is a real area, with a width, height, and characters. These two are self-explanatory. This iterates through a map, getting each line from lines, and converts it to a character array, collects it as a string object, and then collects them all together in the map, I'm assuming. Then transported array. Transposed area is taking this area. I'm sending it to this transposed area object, I'm assuming. I'm guessing this is made below. Then you create a cons mutable object, which goes to the scanned underscore connected function with area. Then we have transposed cons, which goes to the scans connected transposed area. Okay. Transpose cons dot lines. Lines dot insert x, y, x, y. So this would be x1, y1, what? Transpose cons points. Let's see a cons dot points dot entry point. Okay, so this is a point object with x being p dot y and then y being p dot x. Top left and connection flag. So this is a point. So I'd be like, I'm guessing this is a point in the rectangle because it's just an x and y position. Not gonna lie, from around here to I want to say here, not sure what this does. Above this, fine. This specifically, no clue. Partial point resize, that's fine, that's a point, and then you have a line. Oh wait, hang on. So I'm guessing a line will be the start and end position of the line. So if I go to review, so I'm guessing it's something like this. So this will be like x1, y1, and then this will be x2, y2. So you're figuring out if it's connected. Then you have a symbol, corner, connect, or other. So if it's a corner, it's a plus. If it's a connect, it'll be vertical or horizontal. And then if it's other, it'll just be no connection at all. Input area, width, height, and then character array. Then you have an area, which is your width, height, and then symbol. Then you have an area, which is a width, height, and then the symbol that connects them together. Then you have transposed area, which is just taking a real area. Then we have area, another area, implementation area for transposed area, checks a width, a height, and then the symbol that will be at. So this is basically the same as the other area. Then you have connections, which is just lines and points. So the lines are a hash set of each line, which I'm guessing makes sense because each line will be unique. Whereas the points being a hash map, where you have the point and then what's the U8 for then? Because a point, if you go up in this code, a point is just an x and y position to signify where like this corner piece would be. So it'd be, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Along the corridor 7, up the stairs is 0. So it'd be 7, 0. But then why would you need the U8 for the points if you already have? Would it be like the line connecting to it? But if it was the line connecting to it, couldn't you just put? Couldn't you just put like lines there? Like put the lines object inside that, so you have point and then lines. Or you would have like, or you would just have lines where you have the line and then all of the points it connects to. So you wouldn't even need to. I'm confused. And then this scan connected function. This just instantiates this. Then iterate through the array, the area, from 0 to height, and clear this. But it's already clear. Oh, wait, you want to clear it every time? Okay. So, okay. Corner. If you can't tell, I'm baffed. The small functions I could understand, but these giant functions with logic in them, I have no fucking idea why. What are they for? Cargo test. I know it's gonna pass. It failed. Why? Interesting. Let's see if my small brain can understand this better. There we go. Import hash set. Then you have a count which just passes lines. Then you have an enum for whether, whoops, you have a corner, horizontal, or vertical line. Then you have a function to pass each line, which takes lines, iterates through them, enumerates them, flattens them as a map where you have a y and then a row, a y coordinate and a row. In that row, you'll enumerate them, filter that map, and match x and the c. C being the type of line it is, and then x being the x and y coordinate of where that line is. And then you collect that as okay. Then you define a rectangles function which has lines set top left and bottom right, which returns a boolean. Top left 2 line corner okay, so this logic again. Can't rectangle, iterate through them, map over them, get the top left of the lines, iterate through it, filter for the bottom right, top left 0, left and bottom right 0. You know what? Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm probably going to do not some more exorcism stuff on Rust because I feel like because normally I would just like make a what's it called, a blog post afterwards of me explaining the code here, but I have no idea how to explain it either. Like there are sometimes where I'm like, oh yeah, I can probably explain that maybe a couple functions in there, but I physically have no idea how to explain this. So I'm gonna stick with my plan of I'm going to do some projects and live stream me do that just so I understand Rust better. Because right now, like I can say I'm learning Rust, but I'm not really like understanding Rust. So I want to build some stuff in Rust just to understand this. So next time, I remember talking about this the other day, but in case you haven't seen that video, I've currently done. Go to my GitHub. the Rust project that I currently have on my GitHub, which is broken, is this mobile app which I done from a tutorial, which was like a post from a couple years ago. That was like, oh, how to embed Rust in a mobile app. Didn't work, but I learned a lot just from like trying to fix it. I don't know why I'm not able to get into this Rust directory, but anywho, I'm thinking, why don't I build a full stack web application using Rust and WebAssembly? So I found a tutorial like a while ago that goes through how to do it. It's an article online, so I'm not going to be watching someone else's video. I'm gonna link them in the description of the live stream that I'm going to be doing as well. But I do want to understand Rust better, and then after that, hopefully, understand Rust enough where I can say maybe I could like work with it. But it's not like Go, where Go is very similar to Python, where after a little while I just stopped doing Go. Like if I go into what is it? Sexism, Go, lasagna. Did I do this one by myself? Some of the Go stuff I did do by myself. Rust, most of it I just like copy pasted. But with the Go stuff, most of it I done by myself just because like I understood Go kinda okay. And then with Rust it was just like I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. But like looking back on this now, I can understand it. But coming up with this by myself is like not gonna happen. So I want to do some projects in Rust just to like get used to it, and then in the future, if it comes to like, oh yeah, try doing this in Rust, I won't be like, oh, let me just find something online. I'll actually try to like give it a go. But yeah. Anyway, let me just switch to this. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please leave a like on the video. If you dislike the video, please leave a dislike on the video and comment down below ways I can improve content on the channel. Other than that, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.